then. Saturday afternoon performance has led to another win and another convincing home win against Canvey Island. 3-0 it ended. What are your thoughts after that?
I think we beat a good side. We beat a good side today. I mean, we're fully aware of what they do, how they go about things, and it's difficult to work against, especially when they pass the ball for a diamond in the middle of the park. And especially sometimes with the system we're playing, but we're at home, so we looked at it as we're going to do what we do, obviously aware of what they do. So I'm really pleased. I mean, at half time I thought it was a bit of an up and down performance the first half, and we're 2 up. I thought second half was brilliant, and I praised them. I gave it to them with both barrels on Tuesday. Those that were there, and some weren't. Let's get it right, because that team should have been easily good enough to have progressed, and we've turned the page on that. But the point I'm making is they can only then go and do what they've done. So at the moment, I'm absolutely delighted with them. Delighted as a back four, and Reece. Particularly, made a really crucial save at a crucial time, and then we went almost straight down the other end and scored. But the whole team worked hard to get the nil, which was really important for me. I've really focused on that in the dressing room. It's easy for me to talk about Sam's 2 and Reece's great finish and how well worked that goal was. But for me, I'd like to focus on the fact that we've got a nil today, because that's been a little while coming. We did it successfully early season, and then all of a sudden we became that team. We were sitting here 2 weeks ago after hashtag, and a mad result at 6-3.
Yeah, you've read my mind for my next question. That's our first clean sheet in 11 games, which...
well, there's a stat. I didn't know that, but yeah, I don't...
it has been a long time coming.
Yeah. Well, look, you've got to focus on that. We're not poor defensively. That's for sure. We didn't do what we did early season in respect of clean sheets for nothing. But I think we've lost a bit of focus at times, and we switched off at times. And when you focus on the hashtag performance, there were poor goals that should never be going in the net. Today they've kept their focus for the 90 plus 6 or whatever it was, and we can see that the result. We'll always, I think, threaten at the other end. If we can keep doing that at that end, then we've got a hell of a chance of pushing on.
Obviously, the early goal very much set us on our way, but as you say, the second half was a really quite fluid performance, which you must be very impressed with.
Yeah, listen, I mean, it's been a bit of a theme with us where we've had to get them in at half time. I think when we go back to Wingate and Finchley as a recent game, where the first half, we were okay, but we were a little bit strung out, and they were passing the ball and looked a very good side in that respect. Once we get hold of them at half time and we're able to reiterate the messages that we are trying to impress on them through training and through briefings at the start of the game, then we tend to come again, and we tend to. In recent weeks, it's been with me raising my voice. It wasn't today. I was fairly calm with it, but I suppose a 2-0 lead helps with that. But the messages were very much the same, and they took it on board. And you can see the results.
We're up to second now, 27 points, almost 2 points a game. Obviously, it's where we want to be, and I suppose with a run of home games coming up, but in quick succession, it's a chance to hopefully try and consolidate that position.
Yeah, listen, I want this place to be, and it was mentioned beforehand. I said to the lads, I want this place to be a fortress. I want this place to be, where teams are actually, fearful of coming because of the record that we're putting on. I think before today our away record might have been actually as good, or if not a bit better than our home one. So, it's important because this is where the majority of our fans are. It's important for me that they see good football, that they are entertained, and that they see goals, because that's a big part of why they pay their money to come in. And and we like it coming back the other way, where they're singing at the end, and realistically human nature dictates that you only get that through wins and performances. So for me, the focus on those home games coming up is not lost on me. I think a word of caution is that this league at any given time can come back and bite you, because it's such a league that for me is stronger than it's been for a long time. But also when you look at the points, and especially from sort of 15th up to where we are, maybe it's very, very condensed, so you can easily lose a couple of games and drop down to sort of halfway. So I suppose that focuses us in some respects. We don't lose focus on the training pitch, we don't lose focus in what we do in the dressing room and here on the pitch, but to know that if you lose a game, you could be 6th or 7th. I suppose it helps to focus the mind.
Just a word on Reece Beckers-Richards as well. I mean, we have two of the league's top scorers in Marcus and Sammy as well with his brace today, but Reece has found a real vein of form as well.
I said a few weeks ago, and I can't remember what game it was, that Reece was like an unsung hero in some respects at that time, because at that time he wasn't scoring the goals that Marcus was. And I've sort of reversed it today. I've said to Marcus, come off the pitch, because Marcus put on a hell of a shift today. Hell of a shift, hasn't really had a sniff of goal, a couple of little bits. And I said sometimes this is how it goes. And if you can keep up your standards in respect of what you're bringing to the team, which he has, then sometimes it's someone else's turn. And Reece is also maintaining those standards, but I'm very, very pleased to see him hitting the back of the net. And that wasn't an easy finish today. So, you know, I'm really happy for him. But as a partnership, they work hard, and obviously Sykesy has come on today and done his part as well.
In the very near future, we've got Brighton Ince here on Tuesday evening in the Velocity Trophy, and obviously, without meaning to dwell on previous Tuesday, it is another cup that we're in, and I suppose you'll be looking to progress there.
Absolutely. I mean, you might use these competitions. I'm not giving anything away. I haven't decided yet. I'll have to see how we are and how, you know, what knocks we've got. He's got quite a bad gash on his knee. You know, you do look at these competitions and you think, well, actually, you know, we could use the squad. It does happen because I believe in the squad. There's not a person in here. The bench is really, really strong. It's really strong. So, but I'm not giving anything away. I don't know at the moment. Is the truth. It's a competition that I want to do well in, and I think we'd all take a cup final at the end of the season, wouldn't we? You know, a league cup final. So for me, I'm no different to where I was on Tuesday night, and as I said to you earlier on, that team was easily good enough to win, and I believe that we'll put out a team on Tuesday that should win the game, no matter who plays.
Let's hope so. Thank you, Gavin.
Cheers.